So, Maimonides postulates that if you are not balanced emotionally, you will have a hard time with abstract concepts. And therefore, in order to be intellectually perfect, you had to be emotionally balanced. Not emotionally perfect, but emotionally balanced. Moses was a unique individual in that he was a balanced individual. He balanced. This is one of the reasons why God told him to speak to Pharaoh. I believe I told you this years ago. For 7 days, God begs Moses. Can you imagine the creator of the universe pleading with a man, be my agent? And what does Moses say? I'm not a man of words. Big deal, you're not a man of words. God tells you to go. How do you refuse? You remember what I said? What I said? I said the following. It wasn't the mission to take the Israelites out that Moses was worried about. That he could do. He was a leader. He's a natural leader, a natural person that everybody wanted to be with. Everybody, when he was a young kid, I could imagine playing ball. Everybody wanted to be on his team. He was the best athlete. He was the fairest guy. Everybody wanted to play with him. He's a natural man who could bring inspiration to others. But Moses was above all a tough man and a man of action. And what does God tell Moses to do? He says, go take the Israelites. I said, okay, that sounds good to me. He says, I want you to go speak to Pharaoh. And I want you to try to convince him that it would be politically correct. And it would be a nice gesture for him to be a little bit compassionate and to let the Israelites come and worship me in the desert. That's what I'd like you to do. Are you ready for that mission? Wait a second. You mean to tell me I'm not going to be a Navy SEAL? What, you mean to tell me I'm not going to go ahead and be a paratrooper coming down and shoot I'll go to Osama bin Laden's compound and shoot the bejeebies out of him? You mean to tell me that's not what I'm going to do to Pharaoh? I'm not going to come to Pharaoh and go, whoop, nice seeing you. I'm supposed to go ahead and speak to this little twerp. Oh, great Pharaoh, nice Pharaoh, honorable Pharaoh, wise Pharaoh, humanistic Pharaoh. How wonderful a man you are. And for such a person like you, it just isn't nice for you to be so mean. Moses says, I can't stand the person. I can't stand his evil. I can't be in his presence without wanting to strangle him. I'm not a man of words. I'm a man of action. You want a Navy SEAL? That's me. You want somebody from the Golani Golani Brigade? I'm a Golani. You want somebody to speak to this lowlife diplomatically, nicely. I can't do it. That's what God wanted. God wanted the Navy SEAL because God wanted balance. Moses was the most powerful man around. And God didn't want the Torah to be given with a punch in the nose. God wanted the Torah to be given with love. Speak to the people. Convince them. How can you convince people when your whole process of transmission is only through violence?